Got two blanks of timber that I've never heard or turned from New Zealand. Thank you, John. Once again, John, thank you for sending this lovely gift. Now, these are actually quite rare piece of timbers. On top here, which I'm going to turn in this video, is black Maire. It's actually in the same family as European ash and European olive. So it's really heavy and dense, you can feel that. Really nice stuff. There are a few splits and everything, and I'll show you that close up and why I choose certain decisions on how to turn this one in just a few seconds. And the other blank is quite a bit lighter. This is Kauri, and it's also quite a rare blank. I think there is not much these logs, so there is quite a bit of splits and defects in this area. There was a big bark inclusion with some sort of I would say concrete inside or something, so I poked that out, cleaned it up, and this will be probably some sort of a box blanks or something like that, but I'm going to leave that for another day because I want to do justice to this piece of timber. Now, like I said, I want to turn this one in this video, and there is quite a bit of stuff that I need to consider before or actually deciding where and how to turn this. Now, as you can see, I already drilled screw chuck hole on the top here, so this will be the top, and the reason for that is there is quite a bit of splits on the bottom here. Now these have been drilled and marked the center either by John or somebody else, but actually I'm going to switch it around because there is quite a big splits in this area. Hopefully you see that, and I think once I get some sort of a shape in, I should get most of these out. Now this blank will get smaller, there's no denying in that, but probably maybe outboard or outflowing bowl is in my mind at least at this stage. So there is again quite a bit of splits and quite deep splits originating from this bottom corner, this area here. So I think most of these will get rid of. Also there is quite a bit of splits on top here, but not as big. I think once I get some sort of a thickness down, maybe half an inch, a little less than that, 3/8, 10 mil, I should get rid of these, most of them. And yeah, I think that's the way to go. Again, the bottom here is slightly bigger, but again, these big splits basically will end up in the rim, and that's no good. So and lock the spindle. Black Maire. Let's see how you turn. Never turn this stuff. Now that's 1000 RPM. Let's see, spindle gouge at 12 mil diameter. Really tough stuff. And quite dusty. Let's try ball gouge, see how it goes. 12 mil diameter ball gouge. Okay, a lot of these splits, as you can see, opened up or actually broke off here. This one I haven't seen actually. This one looks terrible. This one goes all the way to the top. So from here all the way to the top, basically half an inch in, something like that. There is quite a big split here right in the middle, and here. Yeah, let's see. It's quite dusty stuff. And I'll approach the top. Let's go. Beautiful stuff, I gotta say. A lovely grain and everything, but there is still a lot of the splits here. This one major here. So what I'm going to do is bring down the diameter a little bit more. Now let's see, still massive split here, which I don't like how this looks. This goes, I hope it's not connected to this one on the bottom here. Another one here, here. With these two I'm okay, but this one doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. Now there is another option that I can do. Hopefully you can see this big split here, and again I'm hoping that these are not connected, because if they are, the core of the ball itself, once I get it hollowed out and get it relatively thin, it can blow off. So there is another option, and that is to cut it right through that split, that major split, and that way I have one ball and second ball, smaller one. Diameter should be roughly 3¼ inch, something like that. I can still, let's see, 5½ inches diameter it's at this point. So what I'm going to do is take one more cut on the outside. I can bring the speed up now a little bit, 1300 RPM. Let's see, here is that split, and this is getting worse and worse. I think these are connected because on the top it's also connected to another split. So the wise decision would be to cut this right in the middle and make something a little bit different. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it a little below this line here, so, or actually like so, like this, and like so, right through the middle. That way I'll have one ball here and another one here, but I actually have to cut this out as well, probably at an angle like so, and this one will be slightly smaller. So I'll cut that out on the bandsaw and show you what I got. Now what I've done is cut away that section in the middle, which was like so, where the biggest split was, that was going all the way through. And what I've done, I have now two pieces, and I've drilled a hole here for the shark jaws. And what I'm trying to get now is two pieces, two balls. Not sure yet if I'm going to keep that shape or not, but first let me change the chucks. So these are 35mm pin jaws on a VM90 chuck from VICMARC, and I'm just going to expand them into this recess, and I'm trying to get the top face perpendicular to the lathe axis as much as I can. Okay, so that should be okay. That's it. Just to see about that split on the bottom. This is spindle gouge. A little bit more, but that should be okay. Let's see now about the shape. Now there is another quite a big split here, and goes actually quite a bit in like this. I was thinking to make this kind of a shape ball, sort of a rectangular shape, but that split is ruining that for me. So I'm just going to turn away these corners. Nice and gentle to the end. Still a little bit here, but this side is okay. I think maybe the other one, this bigger blank, might be a candidate for this kind of rectangular shape ball. We'll see. I was even thinking maybe to make a box out of this piece, and that's maybe not the worst idea. This split here. Let's see about this chuck here. Now if you are tempted to fill all these cracks that I've shown in the beginning of this blank, I would highly advise that you don't do that. Filling those, I mean, you might stabilize the piece itself, but I don't know, like Richard says it's still a ball with a lot of cracks in it, and you highly risk of major blowout. So once you get it hollowed out, there is a split or remnants of the split here, but I think that will be gone since I get a little more pleasant shape. Also there is a little flat spot here, so let's finesse this. I can bring the speed up now. 1900 RPM. Refiner. Let's see how this scrapes. I can already tell that this will be really nice timber to scrape. I wonder about that split in the bottom. Now it's very minimum. I'm going to leave it as it is. What I forgot to do is clean up the top. I did leave a little ridge here for possible bead. But I need to see if the top is nice and clean. I think that should be okay. Tiny bit of split here. Smaller gouge. This is 10 mil spindle gouge. I think this foot is a little bit too tall. Clean it up. Right into a corner. Make it nice and round on the bottom. And back with the refiner, I'm just going to clean up this very corner here. Nice and light touch. .180 grit. Just pure beeswax as a finish. See how it looks. Yeah, that is one lovely piece of timber. It looks really amazing. So I'll take that out and I'll put the next piece in, and then we're going to hollow it out. You can see trace of split here, and also I've seen it in diameter. There it is, couple of splits here, and also on the rim I've seen a couple of, so there is a compromise, let's say. So it's a lovely piece of timber and I want to use it as much as I can, but you have to draw a line where to stop in terms of what splits to keep and what you can get away with. This one also has quite a bit of small splits on this side, also here. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what's happening here. Ooh, there is a split this way now, which I haven't seen. So it goes like this, here and up here. I find using spindle gouge on smaller pieces like this much more convenient, let's say. Ooh, still a massive split here. I really don't like how that one looks. Still goes in quite a long way. This has a split. This is all connected, I guess. I had more hopes for this chunk, yeah, but this is not great. I'll turn this away. You can see what this is. Oh, for God's sake. These splits are just, it's like they appearing as I turn. This is really, really bad in the middle. A refiner. I still can hear a weird sound in the middle, which tells me that there is still a split, and there is. Yeah, that's too thin. A bummer. since I had it in my hand, refiner, why not use it to hollow out. With tighter curve. Beautiful color in this. Too bad for the other piece. Wow, just beautiful. And here it is. I think it turned out really lovely. Really lovely grain, color. Again, few splits in this piece, but these are really minor, more of a aesthetic splits if anything else. But on the other piece there were too big of a splits, more of a structural and in the wrong places. Once again, John, thank you for sending this. I had a great time turning it. Really lovely for scrapers. One of the best timbers I have pleasure to scrape. Just too bad about the major splits in the piece. I wish I could use more of it, but there is no point in hiding these splits or trying to glue them with epoxy or anything like that. Again, if these are minor, maybe a 1 or 2 at the rim, tiny one, doesn't go in deep or anything like that, then yes, you could fill those and save the piece. But on the other chunk it was just too bad, and the center section that I've cut away just had a split all the way through. So if you thin that down to any kind of a reasonable wall thickness, it will just blow out. So there's no point in keeping that. So yeah, really nice, lovely timber, Maire. Hope I pronounced that okay. Really lovely stuff. Again, one of the best timbers I have ever tried to scrape, and really lovely. Now the other blank seems a little bit more promising, especially for boxes, and it has a lot more thickness, so hopefully the other one will be better, but that's for the other time.